What if your connection to the spirit world was closer than you think? What if your unique way of seeing the world is the key to connecting the two worlds? Welcome to a Sanctuary for the Soul podcast. Join us as we delve into the heart of spiritual development, from the practical guidance and mediumship to the best way to live a heart-based life.
We are here to facilitate healing, awaken your intuition, and help you navigate your path with confidence. Speaking from our own deep journeys, we've learned to experience the world and the spirit world with a unique sensitivity. This is our space to share that perspective with you. Let's explore the connection together.
Good day to you, madame. How are you?
I'm well now, but as you know, last week wasn't my favourite week.
It wasn't.
No, I managed to quite catastrophically fall off a Pilates reformer and face plant and cut my nose and lip.
I should. Excuse me. That wasn't funny.
It wasn't
Oh
at the time.
no. Oh no. Did you? I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, well, you knew all about it at the time. The thing is, it wasn't funny at the time at all. And in
Well,
fact,
not for
quite a
you,
shock.
but for everyone else would have been secretly wetting themselves.
Now, everyone looked quite shocked.
They've probably never seen someone fall off a machine that's there to increase your health.
I think the worst part was
Right.
the fact that we hadn't even begun an exercise.
So this brings me back to one of my core beliefs. Is exercise really actually good for you? You have got injured more often than I have, and I don't do exercise. Well, apart from walking around outside all day, but...
Yeah, although, it is strengthening in the long term. It's just the... yeah.
In the short term, the like mild trauma, severe embarrassment has taken its toll.
Yeah, but I've recovered.
Yeah.
And I may even go back. Who knows?
Wow. More fool you is what I say. But the trouble is, every time I see the word Pilates, I see the word pirates. I do. Every time I see it, I think, a pirate's machine. No, Pilates. I can't get out of my head that it's just one letter away from Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
That I just imagine someone with an eye patch, and that's all I can see. I can't see exercise. I can just see pirates. Just me? Maybe just me?
Well, I tell you what, it felt like I was involved with pirates
Oh my goodness.
when I face planted.
It's like, have I just been, made to walk the plank?
Yeah, essentially.
Quite possibly. Oh dear.
But on to brighter things.
What, like the sun?
What were we going to talk about today?
We are going to talk about a diploma, but it's not any old diploma. This is an actual IPHM accredited energy healing diploma.
Nice.
If M&S did diplomas, this would be an M&S diploma, like the most quality with the best ingredients and two amazing tutors. That's you and me, just so we're clear on that. Yes. I mean, I don't wish to, make it sound better than it is, but it is actually going to be really pretty amazing. Just to let folks out there know that.
Yeah.
Amazing diploma alert.
Yes. And I remember when we first started talking about it, and it's nearly a year. And it was just that thought, wasn't it? Just that thought.
Everything starts with a thought.
Yeah. And now it's there.
Now
And
it's many thoughts in paper form and
yeah,
digital.
it is. So what are you most looking forward to in terms of teaching the diploma?
Um, I'm most looking forward to sharing just how strange I am. No, no, I'm joking. That will happen naturally. Um, no, I'm really looking forward. All joking aside, is that what I think we offer, and which is really captured my imagination, is that you're not just getting a medium teaching you about mediumship stuff. You're
Yeah.
getting an academic. That's you. But you knew that. And so you're getting an academic teaching something that you've got a great deal of experience of. You've also got kind of like your other life, which is the energy healing, it's the intuition, it's the mediumistic stuff. And we're bringing it all together, and we're kind of saying there's lots of things that make you who you are.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
what we can do is we can kind of tweak and dial in your skills, your sensitivities, your intuition, and we can add to it and then
Mm.
say, look, what would happen if you thought about it this way?
Yeah.
Or would your fears or your maybe obstacles that you face in your development, would they be lessened if you maybe looked at things from this point of view? And
Yeah.
because we're combining this academic and
Mm.
spirituality or mediumistic outlook, I think we're offering something really different that no one else, to my knowledge, offers.
Mm.
um and all joking aside, I do like a laugh and a joke and that, but I back myself to know what I'm talking about. I
Yeah.
absolutely know you know what you're talking about. And so I think the people that join us on the course, and the interest has been great, and it's lovely to see so
Mm.
many people signing up. But the reason that they're coming to us is that they feel a connection. They feel that dual teaching perspective is going to reap rewards,
Yeah.
and I think they're right to feel that. I know that sounds maybe a little bit confident, but I am confident in what we're
Mm.
talking about because we do know, and we're going to give them a great opportunity to learn, and we're going to
Yes.
do everything we can to help them. And I feel like I'm on a soapbox. Yes, like at a conference or something.
Yeah.
See, I've got my microphone here. I just need like a glass of water and, to wave my hands about. But I really look forward to it because
Mm.
to see people have those wow moments, and
Yes.
to help
Mm.
people see their own potential. This is what we want. It's not about. It's not the Liz and Andy show. Not then. It's about all of those students, and we want them to go away at the end of that 6 months and go, wow,
Yeah.
look at the growth,
Yeah.
that I've had. Look at look at all the red marks on the paperwork that they've, when they've marked. No, but I'm joking. We're not going to do that.
No,
No,
definitely not.
no, that'll be a red typeface on there.
I think as well, it for me, the exciting part is we both like to teach, obviously, how we like to learn, and
Yeah,
both
yeah.
of us are really experiential.
Hmm.
We like it to be light-hearted. We want it to boost confidence. So, people are going to have that experience of it being right from the start, experiencing, moving into it
Hmm.
immediately. Alongside, theory and consideration, but we want people to, your favourite word, feel empowered, don't we?
I'm sorry, my what?
It's one of your unlikable words, isn't it? Empowered.
Empowered. It feels a bit flowery. Feels a bit like, lovely. I'm empowered.
But that is the aim, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, only electricians should feel empowered.
My brother's an electrician.
Is he? Well, yeah, I mean, it's fine for him to feel empowered. He's working with electricity, but yeah, it's yeah, I I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great, and I think we're just going to be authentic.
Yeah.
What you see now is
Mm.
pretty much what you'll get. All right,
Yeah.
because we don't want there to be this whole dynamic where people are sitting, very upright and still, and
Mm.
they're very quiet and they don't have questions. No, we want you to listen to us. Of course we do.
Yeah.
Want you to listen to us, and we want you to, really think about what we're saying, because we're going to teach you stuff that is reflective of what we've learned in life.
Yeah.
We're going to teach you the
Definitely.
academic side. I say we, mainly you with the academic side, but we're going to say, look, don't do this because
Mm.
this isn't the path that you want to take.
Yeah.
Do this because in my journey, I have learned that this way isn't the good
Mm.
way, but this way is. So
Yeah.
you're the benefactor of our lived experience. So this isn't out of a textbook, not from my perspective. This
No.
is out of the experience of living life,
Yeah.
of trying to connect and not connecting, or connecting and not trusting that it's really what I want it to be.
Yeah.
And that experience is real experience. That's what takes people forward, not a textbook that says,
Mm.
oh, here's the theory of relativity. Well, that's
Yeah.
great, but it
Yeah.
doesn't teach you what it's like to travel at the speed of light.
Yeah. And we really want people to realize their own unique potential as well, don't we? We don't want to be like, right, we do it this way, so you do it this way. We almost
We don't?
um well, we want people to be like really have those wow moments of realizing their own uniqueness.
Yeah.
Mm.
You've got to. I mean, you don't want to see people molded into your own image,
No.
not unless it's the good stuff. Um, yeah, but I wouldn't want people to be an image of me. I mean, the world has enough on its plate without having two like me.
To Andrew
Uh,
Collins.
we don't need that. The world doesn't need that. Newsflash, newsflash. The world does not need two Andrew Codlings.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
mean, yeah.
shall we give them a little bit of an insight in terms of a couple of the subject areas?
Okay, or like a little teaser.
A little teaser.
You go
Yeah.
first, so then I know what to say afterwards.
Well, I'll be really supporting that process of connection to the heart and understanding aspects of the self that can move us forward or hold us back, and how to bring healing, around perhaps the inner critic or parts of us that say we can't do that, or and really bringing that feeling of, well, love essentially back into the whole of the state of being is what I'm really interested in, because I think everything follows from that, from
Mm.
that feeling, that connection, which leads beautifully to your specialist area, really.
It does, but first I want to ask a question. So,
Mm.
so maybe there'll be people listening who are thinking, lots of people have given them advice, what they should do, what they shouldn't do,
Mm.
what's right and what's wrong. How are we going to be different to the people that have, said what they should do?
Hmm. Oh, well, I don't know. But what I would say is that we'll be keen to ask questions for everyone to reflect upon themselves,
Mm.
to almost, with our support, find their own answers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. It's just interesting because I know, people sometimes listen in and they think, oh, but I've been told that I can't do this or I can't do that.
Mm.
Well, we want to say, look, all options are on the table.
Absolutely.
Don't go into it thinking that you already know, their hand of cards that you've been dealt. You
Oh,
know,
definitely not.
go in there thinking, look, you might have four races there.
Mm?
So let's
And that's yeah.
yeah.
That's what we're all about, isn't it? Helping people uncover that. I mean, that
Yeah.
we were seeing that, at the weekend and in the summer, and when
Hmm.
we're supporting people with their connection to themselves or the spirit world, and you
Yeah.
see it, in their faces, and it's the realization that actually it's totally possible.
The interesting thing, we'll come back to what I'm going to bring, but the interesting, reflection that this past weekend we were, teaching the inner wisdom workshop here in Norfolk. And you can see almost like the cogs whirring in the mind of the students. And you can see, that kind of realization that suddenly, pieces are falling into place.
Mm.
And I think what was really good is we're there to show you how everything is possible.
Yes.
We're not there to limit you. We're not there to critique you, to tell you what you can and can't do.
No.
So,
Absolutely.
we want everyone to come into the class, and even if you've never met a medium, I'm fairly normal, but what I am is I'm always honest, and I will always share with genuine insight and genuine compassion for you, to want you to become better and to be better. And I will always share that honesty with you. But if you say to me, Andy, the mediumship side isn't really resonating with me as much as, let's say, the academic side or the heart based practices, then that's fine. You don't
Mm.
have to love both parts of it equally. You may well have preferences, and it may be that you come onto it and you think, I really want to do a deep dive into the mediumistic side. And that's fine. And you're not going to take offense at that, because we're offering people different ways of approaching life
Definitely.
and just saying, look, let's try this way. Let's see how it goes, because you don't have to agree with me.
Mm.
We'd like it if you listen. But we don't, say to you, you need to be fully on board with my point of view, or, you failed in some way. We just want people to come in there, have an open mind, have an open heart. All right.
Yeah.
Open mind is a great thing, but let me tell you, an open heart is even more important. Go in there with your heart wide open and think to yourself, I wonder what stuff I can learn today.
Mm.
So, what am I going to bring? A little bit of weirdness, um, odd sense of humor, um, a penchant for cakes and sweet treats.
Yeah.
No, 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 seriously. What am I going to bring? I'm going to bring my experience. I'm going to
Mm.
share my perspective of why I love the connection to the spirit world. I'm going to share how I know through experience when I'm connected, when I'm not. What are the little hints and hints and tricks that I've picked up along the way to allow me to know that?
Yeah.
How we can kind of not learn a new skill as such, because I think mediumship is an inherent part of who we are as humans. Many tribes may call it something different, but I think our sensitivity and our ability to feel connected and to want to feel connected to other people, whether they're on the spirit side or whether they're in the room with you, I think that is a very human quality. I think although many of us would say, well, we enjoy solitude, I think there comes a time whereby we think to ourselves, well, my sensitivity is born of the fact that humans like to be with other humans. And what connects us as people is a bond of love or a shared interest. But that same shared interest, that same bond of love, that exists within the spirit world. Now, whatever perspective you have over that, it still exists, in my opinion. And so let's see what happens when we develop that aspect of who we are to say, let's go into this quiet space. Let's attune to the spirit world. Let's see what wisdom we can be made aware of, because all of the reasons that I love my connection are because time has been spent just being with them. And then I have those moments of insight or those moments of realization or those feelings of connection, those feelings of love. And that's what's changed my life very much for the better. And so I want that for everyone, without exception.
Yeah.
Does that explain kind of where I'm
Absolutely. Yeah,
coming at it?
I think the excitement for both of us is the fact that we're looking forward to actually helping people experience how much joy all of this will bring to their lives. And,
Yeah,
they'll be able to think about the different ways they might like to already weave it into what they already do.
yeah,
You don't necessarily have to think, right, I'm going to be an energy healer. It may be that you're already working,
yeah,
in a supportive way or with groups and this is something that actually can be gently woven into your practice or what you already do.
yeah. And the same applies for us, doesn't it? You
Yeah.
know, there's lots of different aspects to our own development and skills that we're trying to develop now
Mm.
and have developed in the past
Yes.
because we're trying to polish more facets of that diamond,
Mm.
aren't we? So that we have this
Yeah.
sparkling diamond with lots of different facets that reflect the different ways in which we can
Mm.
express our creativity or our intelligence or our connection, our intuition. Some days with a healer, some
Mm.
days with a tutor, some days with the medium or the intuitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think just showing people how much they can trust either, their sense of intuition
yeah,
or what their heart, guides them, or the guidance that is so beautiful and supportive when you connect with that loving presence that guides you.
yeah,
It is life changing because it doesn't just weave its way into how you work with a client. It weaves its way into the way you walk out there in the world and the confidence you feel, and it changes the lens that you look at everything through. So it's not just a sort of vocation. It's actually all of this is bringing, I personally believe, well, we're passionate about it. It's bringing a whole sense of joy to many areas of someone's life
yeah.
because there's a lightness to it all, isn't there?
There is. So one of the things that occurs to me that I think we probably need to mention is: would you would you say that there's equal opportunity for personal transformation as well as transformation for the benefit of other people?
Yeah. And I think it goes hand in hand because, personal experience, as I've overcome things or learnt things or worked through things or created more clarity within myself,
Yeah,
I've definitely noticed my relational abilities with others and clients improve. I've also felt that the flow of energy healing is different, or my insights are clearer. So I think it has to go hand in hand. What
yeah.
do you think?
Just one more question.
Mm.
Do you think it can bring more happiness into our lives
What do you mean specifically?
if by putting into place and by fully embracing what we'll be teaching, having written the course, do you think it can bring about a sense of greater happiness in the life of the practitioners that take the course?
Well, if becoming more yourself is the path to happy experiences, then yeah,
Yeah,
because we're supporting people to become more confident in who they are and their natural abilities to bring about healing and change. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a trick question. I was
Mm.
just thinking, do we see it as a means to um, have an increased sense of happiness? So,
Mm.
just jumping back a little while, then what was the question you wanted to put to me?
You know, my short-term memory.
All right, think of a question from the future then.
Um, do you think that this what we're I've got it. It's come back to me. What we're teaching, what we're bringing to people, do you think it leads to more happiness?
Yeah.
Mm. Do you want to elaborate a little?
I just would deliberately have that pregnant pause. Yeah. And no, I do.
Mm,
I think a lot of it is getting people to see their own potential, is is giving people a sense of you really can do this. I see it's almost like some people are, like hesitantly poking the head around the corner,
mm,
and they want to be seen but not seen too much.
yeah,
And what we want to do is to kind of create an environment whereby, by the end of the course, I'm not saying they're going to, jump out and do jazz hands at everyone, but I do want that sense of they feel a sense of renewed confidence
yes,
and belief in themselves, and not just a hope that they may achieve what they want to achieve, but a
mm.
certainty that they will. And that's why we're there.
So, Andy, do people need prior experience to join us?
No,
Mm,
not at all. Look, what we need is, as we said earlier, an open heart, an open mind. Okay. Mediumship is an inherent part of all of us. The sensitivity that we're asking you to try and develop with us
mm,
is not something that's alien to you. Okay. Maybe you need a little reminder. Maybe I will take you on journeys to connect. There will be time for reflection. There will be opportunities for you to say, Andy, can you explain this? Or can you
mm,
tell me why I felt this or didn't feel this, or whatever the question may be? That's why we're there.
mm.
But it's about, I will gently guide you. I'm not going to throw you in at the deep end. Okay. This isn't tough love. This is, let's take you by the hand. Let's walk you through it. Let's answer your questions.
Yeah.
Let's give you that sense that you're here because you want to learn, that you
Mm,
feel that it's the right thing for you. And we'll be there. And if you have a moment where you start to doubt yourself, join the club. We all
yeah.
doubt ourselves at times, but we'll be there. We're not going to abandon you
And
because, you know,
being in that group as well, because we're not going to let the group get too big, are we?
no,
It'll
no,
be,
no.
small enough to feel a sense of support from the group.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, not too big that you start to feel lost in that.
There's probably going to be no more than 10 or a dozen at the very most,
Yes,
because this is quality over
yes,
quantity.
yeah,
If demand, is such that we need to run another
yeah,
course, then that's something that we'll do or decide in the future. This
mm,
isn't about having lots of people. It's about making the right difference to everyone that's in the group. All right. And you
yes,
can't do that if you've got a sea of faces.
no,
Okay. But um, yeah.
mm.
So I think that's probably what I would say. Now, anything else that we need to add about it? I'm just so
Yeah.
excited.
I think the best thing to do is to have a look at everything we've written about it on our website,
Which is
a sanctuaryforthesoul.co.uk.
Well
And you
remembered.
can look at Energy Healing Diploma, and you'll see that it's neatly packaged into 3 modules,
Yes.
across 6 months. And we meet once a month formally on a Saturday afternoon online. But there will be, things in between, and you're going to be part of a group. So there'll be that opportunity to ask questions and liaise.
Yeah. Liaise. A very formal word.
Liaise.
Ooh, haven't liaised for a while. Um,
What are you like?
sounds like something you do on a chaise lounge. I'm going to liaise on a chaise lounge. I don't even know if I said that right. But yeah, so the Facebook, the Facebook group will be for
Yes.
you to ask questions and to get to know each other, and maybe you
Mm.
want to meet up in between the times that we meet up
Yeah.
formally.
Yeah.
But
We'll absolutely encourage that. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And if nothing else, it's creating a sense of community, which is, I think, what all of us are looking for to some degree, isn't it?
Yes.
So, shall we leave it there?
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. We look forward to receiving your email or message telling us how you must have a place on this course. Now,
Yeah.
one serious consideration is that this course, we are literally running it at half the price
Oh,
that
yeah.
it will be in the future. So if you do want it at this ridiculously low price, then this 6-month course is going to be the one that you want to apply for, because when it runs again, the price will go up. We're doing this one as a special offer. It's the very first time that we've run it, and obviously we want to encourage people to join. So do have a serious think about it, because the price will be going up in subsequent courses. Thank you so much for listening, guys. We will catch up with you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.